Welcome everyone to the Libra solar eclipse. This is for the 6 months ahead. Right now to the 6 months ahead. So the eclipse is tomorrow, and this is our last eclipse this year. This is the finale of eclipse season, all the change making underway. And I love this one because it is about balance. It's about creating your life. It's about eclipsing in all the blessings, all the rewards we've been talking about. If you go back the last 2 lives, talking about all the rewards coming in, all of the energy coming in. And this eclipse is tomorrow as I'm filming this. So it's the 2nd of October. Happy October. And if you haven't yet done it, grab yourself cinnamon. I got this bulk cinnamon to do this. Put some in your palm, go outside your house, open the front door, and blow the cinnamon through your door, thinking about all the abundance you are ready to eclipse in to your house. As soon as I'm finished doing this live, I'm going to blow my cinnamon through the front door. I have tons of videos on cinnamon. You can look for them. They are just in the go on the channel and type cinnamon and it'll come up. There are 2 big videos on cinnamon and all the ways you can use it to bring in abundance, but this one is big and it's more than just cinnamon. So this is the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. That is as I said, 6-month activation to rebalance your life in the most empowering, honest, open-hearted, and prosperous ways. So I always love the saying, if you want new things, you need to move in new ways. This Feng Shui method is about moving in new ways. It's not just about changing your home and your decor. It's about how you choose to live and how you choose to take the reins in your life and make things happen. And if you feel disempowered, if you feel like there is so much going on in the world, I pray and pray and pray. But at the same time, I remember and remind myself constantly, whatever happens is up to me. In large part, you can't control all of life, but you are the creator of your life, perhaps more than you realize. And the more you take the reins and the more you say, okay, I am going to create my life. What does this look like? It could mean that you realize, you know what? I've been complaining again and again and again about my job. I need to change this. I've been going on and on and on about how there's nothing that can be done and it can be changed. I have to tell you, I had a miraculous sort of realization, it was wild. My friend has been really struggling. I talked about this in a previous live, and she decided to move. She's been struggling physically. It was a very, very serious situation, and it's been ongoing for years. And she decided to take the plunge, to invest in herself and her well-being in a bigger way than she probably ever would have in her life. And the moment she found the ideal environment to move to, and she's not moving for a month, she couldn't really move before. She couldn't get out of bed. She needed assistance doing everything, and she still does need help. But the minute she decided to change her environment, she called me and told me about it and showed me pictures of where she was moving. And I was looking at going, wow, this is fantastic. This is an incredible place. And her voice was different. Her energy was different. She was raring to go, getting ready to do business. She hasn't really done that in a year. Everything about her outlook and what she could do and what was possible started to shift when she decided she was going to shift her environment and make that really big investment in herself. And this doesn't always involve money. It also involves a commitment to say, I am the creator of my life. And she hasn't even moved yet, and everything's changing. And I was just flying the whole day. I felt like it was just miraculous. Just that decision. You can decide right now, even if you can't this minute change where you live, or you can't change right this minute your job or anything else. You can say, what are the areas of my life where I feel like I have been powerless, where I've been just a victim, where I've been unable, and say, you know what? from this point forward, I write this new story. And doing this work as we do it together, as I do these lives and I share all these videos, it's about creating your life your way. You get to decide. There's nothing you can't learn. There's nothing you can't do. And not everything happens instantly, and that's okay. But it's this decision. And so on this eclipse, or whenever you're watching this after the eclipse, this time, this energy is going to be with us. Take the reins right now and say, you know what? I don't like the way this has been going. I am going to change it. It might take a lot of effort. It might take a lot of stuff that needs to switch, but that's okay. Just decide and commit fully. Now, another piece of creating your life is how you communicate. This is a big part of creativity. It's a big part of self-expression. This is a time to not apologize for how you feel, not apologize for your opinion, not hold back the way you feel. So communicating honestly, openly, not in a mean way, not in a, angry way, but open communication, saying the things that have been weighing you down is going to declutter your life and help you to make amazing things happen. Now, another form of communication is speaking as though everything has already worked out or is in the process of working out for you. So literally speaking and communicating and creating your life in this way. Communicate in ways that manifest more. An example of this, rather than saying, I hope I can get a new job, you say, I'm getting a new job. I am committed. I am going to make that happen. Rather than, I hope this works out. It is going to work out one way or another. It is going to work out. I am going to get to what I need. And it may take some twists and turns. I don't know how it's all going to go every step of the way, but I am getting to what I need and want. Period. And when you start talking this way and living this way and feeling this energy, it is magnificently powerful. Now, again, you might have to choose. You might have to choose who you communicate with at first, because in this way, because not a lot of people, some people think it's arrogant to say, how do you know everything's going to work out for you? So you just, pick your terminals that you communicate to, pick your people that you communicate to in this way, but do it. And when you speak to yourself, when you speak about yourself, make sure you're speaking about yourself in flattering ways. There's this whole big notion that we have to constantly mock ourselves or downplay our talents. If people don't know how good you are, how are they going to find you? If people don't know how talented you are, how are they going to hire you? How are they going to know? If you don't tell people how you feel about them, then how are they going to know that you are interested in having any kind of relationship with them? All of this lack of communication and distorted communication and games of communication really screw up a lot of things that could manifest so much faster. Having clarity, having this expression can change everything. So get ready and decide, again, you are the creator of your life and you're going to communicate in ways that bring amazing things to life. This is all part of setting up this energetic container to receive more and more. So as I said, when we do lunar eclipses, it's a big release of things that are in the way. When you do solar eclipse energy, it's taking it in, bringing it in. What are you bringing in? And we're going to bring in more balance, more peace, more calm, more mindfulness, because that's the ultimate energy that allows you to expand. If you want something bigger, let's just say, use the example of you want a bigger business. If you want a bigger business and you equate having a bigger business with being stressed, with being overloaded, with even on some level, even if that's in the back of your mind, with not having any free time anymore, if that's what you have in your mind at the same time that you're thinking about having a bigger business, are you going to really go for that bigger business? No. Because you don't want to upset the apple cart. You don't want your life to be crazy. You don't want to feel stress and chaos. But if you are more balanced, which is this Libra message, if you are more balanced, you will be ready to take things on with ease, to grow with ease, to expand without things freaking you out or overloading you. You will start divorcing stress from success, and you will start realizing the more success you have, the easier it is to stay balanced. The more responsibility you have, the easier it is to stay balanced because you feel really grounded in everything you have going on. So balance your home in your best ways. One big thing you can do is fresh air. Fresh air is fresh energy. Open the windows, keep fans on. It's getting into the winter for many of you. So for all of you who are getting into fall and then winter in the 6 months ahead, now is the time to think about things like air purifiers, keeping the air light and fresh. This makes a humongous difference. Even cracking the windows open from time to time and getting that fresh air into your space. Another thing that's really wonderful when it comes to balancing your home is creating spaces where you can feel more balanced. So creating a nicer space for you to do your meditation or to make art or to do yoga or to do anything, all the things that are important to you that make you feel more balanced. You might upgrade your little home gym setup. You might take something to the next level in terms of, let's just say, your self-care, making space so that you can do this stuff and enjoy it even more, feeling it even more. Another big facet of having a more balanced home is to feel like things are organized, that they're not all over the place. So if you feel like you have a space, and my desk is that space, which invariably turns into a whirlwind in the middle of the day, how can you reorganize, put things away, get rid of things so that you have this fresh start where everything is calm? A big thing you might want to focus on for this eclipse is your bedroom, because balance also has a lot to do with sleep, with rest, with revitalization. So you might get new bedding, you might wash everything, even get new pillows, fluff things up, and really feel that balance infusing into the seasons ahead. Of all the investments you can make, new pillows can be wonderful in every way. They're wonderful for your better sleep. They're wonderful for your wellness, less allergies, less dust mites, all sorts of things. And they can really upgrade your environment in a big way. You'll feel that energetic shift. Your head is laying on it for hopefully 8 hours a day or more, or around there somewhere. And so think about these things you can do that are going to create more balance in your space. Play balancing music. Feel the energy of balance everywhere you go. This is going to make a humongous difference. Now, the big aspect of this is a new moon solar eclipse. So new moons, we set new intentions. New moons, you have goals. New moons, you write everything down, right? New moons, you make your list. So you can make a list if you want, new moon intentions, and that's wonderful. But for this eclipse, it's time to think about reinventing a part of your life, reinventing it in a brand new way, writing a totally new story in the 6 months ahead. So what is that for you? Where you fully embody it, where you don't just think about it or write it down, but you say, I'm going to do this every day in every way. I'm going to weave this into my life. So an example that I put in the moon note this week, and if you don't receive the moon notes, please just leave a little note below that says moon notes, or just say moon, please, whatever. And I will send you a link where you can join. I send out these notes all the time if you want sort of a written list of everything to go through. And sometimes it's in advance of these videos, sometimes it's after, but you'll have that written list if you want them. And so one of the things, the example that I gave is fitness, because this is something that many of you might think, I'm going to get in shape over the winter, in the fall. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to be in the best shape of my life. Great. So you might join a gym, or you might commit to a new training program. Awesome. But what else can you do when in those all the other hours of your life when you're not in the gym? You can redo your pantry. You can redo your refrigerator. You can reorganize everything. You can do decisions every minute. You can say, you know what, I'm going to walk to the corner store, or I'm going to walk to the store that's 5 blocks away instead of driving. I'm going to take the stairs up to the 4th floor of this building instead of taking the elevator. All day long, you can make decisions toward that fitness. Same thing with making more money. You can make decisions all day long that further that goal, not just when you're at work, but also how are you going to save more money? How are you budgeting? How are you feng shuiing your house to make more money? How do you have more abundance all around you? And this is all day long. How do you speak about money? All day long. How do you speak about your talents? All day long. Do you see what I'm saying? Same thing with love. If you want love, yes, you can feng shui your bedroom. You can start a dating profile if that's what you want to do, or start going out and meeting people. But also, you can immerse yourself in self-love all day long. You can surround yourself with more people you love all day long. You can make this a full-scale immersion. And this is why feng shui is so powerful. Because when you set up an environment full of what you want, it's almost impossible for it to not arrive. And this is what makes everything so exciting. All the mindset work you do, all the personal growth you do, all the personal development, all the spiritual work you do, it all needs a place to be. It needs a place to take place. Your environment is the stage upon which you live your life. Your environment is the backdrop of the movie of your life. And if you were watching a movie and the backdrop didn't match the character, you would be like, this is such a weird movie. Why do I feel so strange about this? It doesn't make sense. Why are they talking about one thing and then they're someplace else? Why would they have a house like this? Why would they be like this? And this is the disconnect. We don't think about that for ourselves because we haven't necessarily been raised to or trained to in any way. And my goal is to help you to create that ultimate set for the greatest movie of your life, the most triumphant, most brilliant, most rewarding, most epic movie of your life, and to live it right now, not out in the future, not, sometime, hopefully it happens. You commit, you know it's going to happen, you are clear about it, and you design it, and there it is. And that's what makes it so exciting for me to share this work with you. For those of you who want to dive deep into feng shui right now, as I'm filming this, the School of Intention, the Feng Shui School, is open now for registration. It's a 6-month deep dive into everything that I know and practice in this unique method of feng shui, including business. So it's like a whole big immersion for 6 months, perfect for this big solar eclipse cycle, because you create your life, you create your new story, and you start living it now, and the results are epic. So link in the description box if you want to join us. And I'm just going to check. Yes, I'm checking the comments. That's funny. This is so exciting. Yes, we are in a great awakening. What a ride. Yes, we are. It is such an incredible time, such an exciting time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking of learning, do you know that for my whole entire life, I didn't know how to blow dry my hair, like blow out my hair. And I actually did this myself. And I'm kind of proud of it for my first try on my own. Every time I tried before, my hair looked like a Brillo pad, but I studied. And this is what I mean about creating your life. It's not perfect yet. And this is a day later, so I've slept on it, but it's not bad for my first try. And so, yeah, this is something you can learn. Thank you so much. Every day, my life's getting better and better for me, and all I meet today every morning. I love this mantra. Every day, my life's getting better and better for me, and all I meet today. Every day, my life's getting better and better for me, and all I meet today. That is exciting. It's a South Node eclipse, so it is also taking away. I like to think of all the South Node stuff as taking away the stuff that taking away in service of the new always. So I don't ever really focus on the taking away part. I think of it as purification or cleansing. And so, yeah, but I hear you. It's definitely, I think, as many of you are saying, this awakening, this opening up. And a lot of us are taking away or letting go of the way we once thought things went or had to be or had to go, or things we once sort of relied on. It's all different now. And to me, that's kind of exciting and a great, great point. Oh my goodness, everyone's having massive changes to their lives. We must be in flow and less control. Yes, more balance, more balance, more balance, more balance. You want a tutorial? That's so funny. Boar bristle brush for hair. I have had no luck with boar bristle brushes. I have really curly, frizzy hair, and it's just, for me, it's, for some people, it's magic. For me, it is not. Whenever I want to learn something new, I go on YouTube and literally first I start by flagging all the best videos and watching everything. And maybe you do the same thing. And this is a good time because this is a time of learning. And so for everyone, I go and watch all the videos, and then I try a few things. If I have success, I know I'm on the right path and I keep going. I will buy classes. If I need to go further, I will do inquiries, reach out to people. I'm committed. When I want to learn something, I will go all in. And because I'm usually learning like 10 things at once, I am always, I have my feelers out in all different directions. It is definitely a turnover time in the next few weeks. It is such a big time of change. My tutorial of everything is an amalgamation. I will say, little shout out to, I think it's the blow dry professor. I learned to do blow drying from the blow dry professor, and a blow dry brush. I got the Dyson one and I love it. This is really exciting, guys. I've had Uranus going through my sun sign since 2018. It's been a wild ride, but the Virgo parts of my chart are up next. This is going to be such a good time. Honestly, it doesn't matter where or what is happening in the world and in your astrology. I always say it's a great guide to, I think astrology is a great guide to give you advice, to look in directions, to focus on your strengths, to look out for old habits and patterns that you have. I think it's incredible. But also, no matter where anything is in the sky, you still are in the driver's seat. Nessa, it's wonderful to see you. How exciting. This feels like such a fun live for me. It's like so many people I know on here. So much excitement. We're going to have major breakthroughs I kept saying, this is a revolution. This is a revolution. I do believe the 6 months ahead are a revolution. And this is perfect timing we're starting a new month. Again, grab your cinnamon, blow it through the front door, put it in your palm, blow it through your front door with the intention of bringing in the new. If you have animals and you don't want to blow cinnamon through your front door and leave it there, what I used to do when the dogs were here is I would blow it through the front door, leave it for a short while they weren't around, and then I would clean it up. People say not to do that, but it worked just fine. The intention was still there. You can also take cinnamon, little pinches of it, and put it in the corners of every room with the intention of creating more balance, more grounding, and most importantly, more of a feeling of being at home. That's what this work is all about. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy, happy, happy major solar eclipse time. Eclipse in all the greatness. Be free of all the old ways that weren't serving you. It is time for magic. I will see you very soon with more videos and lots more lives. And again, if you want the moon notes, comment below and I will send them to you. Bye, everyone.